Imagine two people who take completely different financial paths in life. One of them, a simple janitor, dies with a fortune of $8 million. The other, a Harvard-educated Wall Street executive, ends up broke. How is this possible? What can this story teach us about money? In today's video, we'll dive deep into The Psychology of Money by Morgan Housel and explore 10 key lessons that prove financial success has much more to do with behavior than intelligence. Stay until the end, because the last lesson might completely change the way you handle your money. Who is Morgan Housel, and why is this book so important? Morgan Housel is a behavioral finance expert and one of the most influential writers on the topic in recent years. A former columnist for the Wall Street Journal, he realized that most people's financial problems are not due to a lack of technical knowledge, but rather how they emotionally deal with money. During the 2008 financial crisis, Housel observed how millions of people made irrational, impulsive decisions that ruined their financial lives. This inspired him to write this book, a deep analysis of how our minds influence our financial choices. To Housel, money is, above all, a psychological game. Our relationship with it is not just about math or investment strategies, but is deeply shaped by our emotions, past experiences, and ingrained beliefs. While some treat money as a numbers game, most people make financial decisions based on fear, greed, social comparison, and other psychological factors. Housel argues that to achieve financial success, we must understand these factors and learn to control them. Lesson 1. Behavior matters more than intelligence. Financial behavior is far more important than intelligence or technical knowledge. Many people believe that only those with deep economic and investment expertise can become wealthy. But the truth is that patience, discipline, and long-term consistency matter much more. How you handle your money, the decisions you make in times of uncertainty, and your ability to avoid critical mistakes define your financial success far more than any degree or professional experience. A great example is the story of Ronald Reed, a simple janitor who, despite never earning a high salary, accumulated a fortune of $8 million simply by consistently investing in solid companies and spending less than he earned. Meanwhile, Richard Fuscone, a high-level Wall Street executive with an elite education, ended up bankrupt due to risky investments and an extravagant lifestyle. What does this teach us? That patience and financial discipline are worth more than titles and credentials. Lesson 2. Money is emotional, not rational. Financial decisions are rarely based on pure logic. Fear, greed, excessive optimism, and panic directly influence how we handle money. Many people make impulsive decisions during financial crises or market booms, buying stocks at their peak and selling them during downturns, exactly the opposite of what they should be doing. The key to avoiding these mistakes is understanding that our financial behavior is shaped by emotions and beliefs that don't always make rational sense. This is evident when we analyze investors' behavior during economic crises. In the 2008 financial collapse, many people sold their investments at the worst possible moment, fearing further losses. However, those who remained calm and continued investing recovered and multiplied their wealth over the years. The lesson here is that emotional control is a powerful tool for building wealth. Lesson 3. Luck and risk go hand in hand. Luck and risk are two sides of the same coin and play a bigger role in our lives than we like to admit. We often view financial success as purely a result of hard work and intelligence, but external factors also have a massive impact. Some people get unique opportunities that put them on the right path, while others face unexpected setbacks that derail their financial plans. Bill Gates is a classic example of this. He became one of the richest men in the world, partly because he attended one of the few U.S. schools with a computer in the 1970s, a rare opportunity at the time. Meanwhile, a talented friend of his tragically died in an accident before he had the chance to build something significant. What does this story teach us? That no matter how much we plan and work hard, there are always elements beyond our control that influence our outcomes. Lesson 4. Understanding enough. The concept of enough is essential to avoid financial pitfalls. Many people are never satisfied with what they've already achieved and continue taking unnecessary risks in pursuit of more money, power, and status. This relentless chase can lead to massive losses, as seen in the case of Bernie Madoff, who built a financial empire based on fraud because he never knew when to stop. Making money is great, but knowing when to stop and enjoy life with what you already have is even more important. People who never define a limit for their ambitions often fall into endless cycles of stress, anxiety, and in many cases, financial ruin. Lesson 5. The power of compound interest. Compound interest is one of the most powerful forces in wealth building, but its true impact is only felt in the long run. Many people want quick returns and underestimate the exponential effect of keeping money invested for years or decades. The secret to leveraging this force is to start early and avoid unnecessary interruptions in your investments. Warren Buffett is a prime example. While he is one of the most successful investors in the world, much of his fortune comes from the simple fact that he started investing at a young age and held onto his investments for decades. If he had started later or interrupted his investments along the way, his results would have been significantly smaller. Lesson 6. The power of financial flexibility. The power of financial flexibility is often overlooked. True financial freedom isn't just about earning more money, but about having the flexibility to make choices without being trapped by financial obligations. Many people tie themselves to expensive lifestyles that force them to keep working endlessly, even when they have enough wealth to live more peacefully. Saving money isn't just about preparing for emergencies or retirement. It's about giving yourself options. Someone with financial reserves can switch careers, take a sabbatical, or decline opportunities that don't align with their values and goals. This concept is far more powerful than most people realize. Living without a financial cushion means constantly being at the mercy of any unexpected problem: a sudden job loss, an economic crisis, or a health emergency can turn into financial disasters for those who live paycheck to paycheck. On the other hand, those who build financial security can stay calm and make better decisions during crises. Money saved isn't just about paying bills, it's about maintaining control over your life. Lesson 7. The price of financial success is uncertainty. Market volatility is the price we pay for financial growth. People often want high returns without risks, but that simply doesn't exist. In reality, the greatest financial gains come to those who can endure the ups and downs without making impulsive decisions. Instead of trying to eliminate uncertainty, the best approach is to accept it and learn to navigate it strategically. Those who understand that fluctuations are a natural part of the financial journey can stay committed to their investments even when the market appears chaotic. The story of Amazon is a perfect example. In its early years, the company faced numerous challenges, and its stock price dropped by more than 90% at certain points. Many investors panicked and sold their shares during these downturns, convinced that the company was doomed. However, those who remained patient and believed in Amazon's long-term potential saw their investments multiply exponentially over the years. The key to successful investing isn't avoiding risk, it's learning how to handle it without letting fear dictate your decisions. One of the biggest mistakes investors make is expecting stability in an inherently unstable system. The economy, the stock market, and financial trends will always have periods of uncertainty. Instead of fearing volatility, successful investors embrace it as an essential part of wealth creation. They understand that temporary downturns are opportunities rather than threats, and that over time, the market rewards those who stay the course. This mindset shift is crucial for anyone looking to build lasting wealth. Financial success doesn't come from predicting every market movement, but from developing the resilience to stay invested even when conditions seem unfavorable. By accepting uncertainty as the cost of financial growth, you gain the ability to make rational, long-term decisions that lead to true prosperity. Lesson 8. The role of long tails in wealth. Many of the greatest financial successes in history stem from a handful of extraordinary events, while most attempts don't yield significant results. This means that success isn't about getting everything right all the time, but about being well-positioned when big opportunities arise. In the world of investing in business, there's a concept called long tail, which suggests that a small percentage of events drive the majority of results. A few key decisions can significantly impact your financial future, while most other choices have a relatively minor effect. This principle applies beyond money. It's evident in sports, where an athlete may train for years and lose multiple competitions, but a single victory in a major tournament can change their career. In music, an artist may release dozens of songs with little recognition, only to have one hit go viral and transform their life. Entrepreneurs and investors follow the same pattern. Most attempts may not generate significant returns, but a few game-changing decisions can define their success. Lesson 9. Money buys time, the ultimate wealth. Money is a tool, and one of its most valuable uses is buying time. True wealth isn't about what you can purchase, but about the time you gain. Financial security provides the freedom to work less, spend time with family, and focus on what truly matters. However, many people spend their lives accumulating material possessions without realizing that the real benefit of wealth isn't luxury cars, mansions, or extravagant vacations. It's the autonomy it grants. The more control you have over your own time, the greater your sense of well-being and fulfillment. Observing financially successful people reveals this truth. Warren Buffett, despite being one of the wealthiest individuals in the world, doesn't define wealth by extravagance. For him, true luxury isn't in sports cars or massive mansions, but in complete control over his schedule. He decides who he spends time with, which projects he works on, and how he structures his days. That level of autonomy is the ultimate measure of wealth, not material possessions that only increase obligations and stress. Buffett could indulge in excess and opulence, yet he chooses a simple lifestyle because he understands that money is, above all, a tool for freedom. A similar perspective is reflected in Japanese culture, particularly in the concept of ikigai, a reason for being, which emphasizes a balanced life that integrates work, purpose, and well-being. Many financially successful people in Japan don't live in luxury skyscrapers or drive the most expensive cars. Instead, they prioritize living in modest homes close to work and family, maintaining a lifestyle that allows for balance and fulfillment. This illustrates that wealth's true value isn't in its absolute amount, but in how it shapes the lifestyle you desire. Lesson 10. Be reasonable, not perfect. You don't need to be a financial genius to succeed. Many people believe that financial independence requires a flawless investment strategy. But the truth is that being reasonable and consistent over time is far more effective than chasing unrealistic returns. Small, smart financial decisions repeated consistently yield significant results. What truly separates those who build wealth from those stuck in a cycle of financial struggle is discipline and the ability to avoid common mistakes. One major problem is that people often fall into the trap of seeking complex strategies, believing they need to make perfect financial choices to succeed. In reality, the key to long-term success is avoiding critical mistakes rather than striving for perfection. Trying to time the market, for example, often leads to losses, while sticking to a simple, long-term investment strategy generally produces more stable results. History shows that investors who attempt to beat the market frequently make costly errors that undermine years of gains. Many investors try to follow mathematically perfect strategies but forget the human factor. The issue is that purely rational models ignore the emotional reality of investing. People aren't robots, and often, making slightly imperfect but sustainable decisions over time is more effective than following a theoretically flawless strategy that's difficult to execute in practice. This is evident in various fields. Julius Wagner Jaureg, a Nobel Prize-winning physician, demonstrated that treating diseases effectively wasn't about having the perfect cure, but about using an approach that people could realistically follow long-term. The same applies to finance. A perfect investment plan that no one can stick to is useless. Another fundamental point is understanding that small financial missteps are part of the journey. People tend to be too hard on themselves when they make financial mistakes, but the truth is that errors are a natural part of learning. The key is to recognize mistakes, adjust, and move forward without being discouraged. In the end, consistency over time always outweighs the pursuit of perfection. This principle applies not just to investing, but to any area of life where progress matters more than flawless execution. Money is a powerful tool, but only if we learn to use it wisely. Throughout this book, we've seen that financial success isn't just about earning more, it's about how we manage the money we have. Luck, risk, patience, and behavior all play crucial roles in shaping our financial future. Take a moment to reflect. How are you handling your money today? Are you accumulating wealth just to buy more things? Or are you using it to create real freedom for yourself? If you can shift your mindset to see money not as an end goal, but as a means to a better life, you will have taken one of the most important steps toward true financial independence. If you want to deepen your understanding of these concepts, you can buy the book in physical or digital format through my affiliate link in the description and pinned comment, which also helps support this channel and bring you more valuable content. If you found this video helpful, leave a comment and let me know which book summary you'd like to see next. Check out the final screens for more wisdom-packed content. See you next time.